You should
So
probably just hit the record button and get started.
Yeah, so let's do that. So thanks for coming. Anyways, guys, so today, as promised, I know I promised I would do this yesterday, but until the end of the month, I still have actual clients that I have to deal with. And yesterday was just as the end of the month is approaching and getting faster here, they're requiring more of my time to wrap everything up. So I had to deal with a lot of that yesterday. But I did promise I would show you how to do this. So let's go in and I will show you how to do this. So what this training is going to be about is essentially how you can launch and sell Tier 5 software from your own funnels and keep 100% of the revenue. All right. So a couple of requirements for this, a couple pre-requirements. Thank you so much. The first one obviously is that you're a Tier 5 partner. So you can see the different partner accounts here and the different software accounts that you get. I would recommend going with the Inner Circle because that is truly unlimited accounts that you get. If you're not a Tier 5 partner, you could probably still get some use from this training because you'll learn how to do some stuff in ClickFunnels that I know a lot of people struggle with. However, if you're not a Tier 5 partner, the ability to sell Tier 5 software from your own funnels and keep 100% of the revenue is going to be like a unicorn for you. And what I mean is it won't exist for you. So if you want to be able to do that, you'll need to join the partnership. All right. Once you join the partnership, if you join the Inner Circle, you'll get access to our Inner Circle group as long as all your other benefits. And if you check the Inner Circle group right here in the units, you will see right here where it says set up your funnels in the first unit. You'll have a little link right here. It's a link wizard link. It's a file link. It's a link that says all my funnels. If you see that right there, it says all my funnels. So you can just click on that. Whenever you click on that, it's going to download this document right here. And you're going to see whenever it downloads this document that my product is deactivated and I need to go ahead and probably activate that. You'll see all of my funnels, so all my different funnels here. And you can go check them out. Let's see, you can go check them out, and then whatever software you decide that you want to sell, there's a share funnel right there that will give you a copy of this exact funnel. All right, so does anybody here have any particular funnel that they would want to launch, or does no one care and just want to see how it's done?
Well, if nobody's going to step up, I certainly want to look at the $1 a day. And then the other one for me that I really want to, and I'm probably going to have to custom craft, is a robo contact with text in bulk.
Okay. For sure. So we could do the $1 a day. The only thing with the $1 a day is I have actually done it on the last training. So let's go in and we'll do the $1 a day.
Don't worry about it. If you've done it, I'll go watch it.
No, I think it will be better just to do it here for everybody. So I'm just going to log into my second ClickFunnels account. Because I have two of them for some reason. And then I'm just going to go in and archive this funnel right here. All right, I'm going to archive this funnel. And that funnel has been archived. Great. Well, I think that funnel's been archived. So I'm not quite sure.
It takes a little bit for it to register.
All right, so if you want to do a $1 a day promo, what you're going to do is you're just going to grab this guy right here, this share funnel. Actually, to be honest, I'm not quite sure if this is the right funnel or not. I think I actually put the wrong one in here, so I'll have to check. But it does look like it's the right one. So you're just going to grab that share funnel. You're going to click that share funnel link. And once you click that share funnel link, it's just going to take my funnel and it's going to download it into your account, as you kind of see it happening right here. All right, so now you can see that this is complete. So you're just going to click on this view funnel here. And once you click on this view funnel, this is kind of up to you to edit however you want to edit this. If you want to edit it, you can go in and edit it however you want. That, like I said, is completely up to you. All right, so there we go. You can look and see how it looks, check it out and look and see how it looks. Things that I would recommend doing, obviously, I would recommend going in and replacing this video with the video of your own, with your own little face, with your own little hat on, all that good stuff. All right. All this video does, by the way, is this video just essentially goes through and does a walkthrough of like a brief walkthrough and overview of each of the softwares included in this promotion. All right. So it just kind of logs into each software, shows the inside of the software, and explains what the software does. So I would recommend recreating that video on your own. Other than that, anything that you want to recreate, you can recreate on your own. I would also recommend, if you're not part of Tim's partnership, that you remove this group convert right here, because it's not a Tier 5 software. It is a Tim Dang software. So you'll have to actually join her partnership if you want to be able to sell that and give it away. And I do think that she has something special that she's going to do for Inner Circle members. So she is here. If you want to ask her about that, feel free to ask her about that. I am, however, a Tim Dang partner, so I include Group Convert in my $1 a day promotion. All right. So if you're not a partner, like I said, you could just go in and actually remove that Group Convert. And then the only other thing I would recommend possibly doing is, if you're going to launch all these funnels on your own, all these softwares on your own, then update these links and these buttons to go to your version of the funnel and not my version of the funnel, because you would be surprised what actually happens, even though this is $1 a day. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but for some reason, people will come to this $1 a day funnel and they'll see all this software. And even though it's just $1 a day, they'll like go off the text in bulk. And then they'll be like, oh, this software looks cool. And then they'll just buy the text in bulk for $47 a month instead of getting all the software for $1 a day. I'm not sure why they do that, but people do that. So you may want to go in and actually update all these buttons here. All right. So once you get all those buttons and everything updated the main thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to come to this order page right here. And you're just going to want to edit this order page and add some products, all right? So we're going to take a look at my order page. And my order page, I give users the option to pick from $1 a day, and they were literally going to be billed $1 every single day, or they can pick for $37 a month and pay once a month with the $7 convenience fee. And then I did also add in a yearly payment for $297 a year, where they can just go ahead and pay right now $297 to get access for the whole year, and they'll be billed $297 a year. That gives you a little bit more money up front if you want to do that. All right. So the main thing that you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to go in and add your products. All right. And this is the main thing that I see people struggle with. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go log into Stripe, and I'm going to use a different Stripe account to launch this. So first, what I'm going to do is go into the Stripe dashboard. I'm going to this is the first thing that you're going to want to tackle. You're going to want to tackle your Stripe. So I'm going to go into the Tier 5 partnership Stripe. This is where all the money for the Tier 5 partnership goes in, by the way. So yesterday we made $97. Not sure if you guys want to go ahead and split that up today or not, but we did make $97 yesterday.
Ship it.
So what you want to do is you want to go into your billing and you want to go into your products. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead in here and I'm going to delete these products. All right. And in order to delete a product, you need to first delete the pricing plan. So I'm going to delete the pricing plan. Then I'm going to delete the product. I'm just going to do this for all my products. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to delete this pricing plan. And then I'm going to delete this product. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to create them from scratch, because I think that's what you guys want to see. Now, I'm not going to delete this community membership product. I am going to go into view test data. All right. And I'm going to also delete my test products. Now, this is the main thing I see people actually have problems with, is to get all these testing things out of the way, and they go to try to test their funnels and they don't work, and it's because they don't set this stuff up properly. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this training, is so that you understand how to set it up properly. All right. So now that that's done, I've got all my products deleted. I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to create a new product. All right. And this is going to be just called $1 a day daily option. All right. And then I'm going to also call this $1 a day And I'm going to remove these little spaces. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to create my product here. And I'm going to come in here and put this as well, $1 a day, daily. All right. Now, the main thing that I want you to actually understand here is this ID right here. All right. You see this ID? This is how you identify the plan in the API. All right. You can leave this blank or you can fill it out. All right. We are going to not leave it blank. We're going to fill it out. And we're going to go in and put $1 a day daily. All right. And we're going to save this because this is where everybody has a problem at. All right. It's because, and you'll see, we won't have a problem because we're going to do this right. All right. So now I'm just going to put in that it's going to be $1 per day. All right. And I'm going to add that pricing plan. And it says an ID may only contain alphanumeric characters, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't want that guy right there. All right. No big deal. So we're not going to give it that guy right there. And we're just going to add that pricing plan. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're also going to come over here in a new tab. And I should have done this before, but I didn't. But what's probably the best for most people is if you just do this side by side. All right. So now we're going to look here, and we're going to see that our ID is that. We're going to add in a new product, create a new product, and this is going to be called $1 a day daily option. This is going to be called $1 a day, also daily.
So you're doing the same thing again?
I'm doing the same thing again, but if you see, I'm doing it in test mode, all right? If you want to be able to go in and test your funnels and test that everything's working, see the automations work, see your emails come in and everything, you're going to have to put everything in test mode, or you're going to have to pay yourself money. So unless you want to pay yourself money, then you want to create test products. So that's all we're doing here. So $1 a day daily. All right. So the main thing that you just need to keep in mind is that if you look on this plan, all right, this is a pricing plan. I want you to first understand a little bit about how Stripe does stuff. And how Stripe does stuff is you have a product. This is a product. All right. And this thing has an ID. And this product can have multiple pricing plans. All right. And these things also have IDs. All right. So here's my product, this $1 a day daily option. That's my product. And then if I click on that guy, I can see down here my pricing plan. Here's my pricing plan. It's $1 a day daily. That's my pricing plan. He also has an ID. And that's what most people struggle with, is just the fact that they don't actually, if you look, you need to make sure that this pricing plan ID, which we created, $1 a day daily, is going to match this pricing plan ID. You see where it says add a pricing plan for this product? You just need to make sure that this ID is identical to this ID. How do you make sure it's identical? Well, just copy and paste that fucker from there to there. There you go. All right, we'll put this in as $1, and then we're gonna make this guy daily. All right, we're gonna add that pricing plan. Great, and then we're just gonna go in real quick, and we're gonna add another product. And this is going to be $1 a day monthly option. $1 a day monthly. All right, I'm gonna copy this guy. We're gonna come right back over here, and we're gonna add us a new product. That guy's gonna go in there. This guy's gonna come in there. We're gonna create that product. We're gonna create this product. And then we're gonna put in here $1 a day monthly. And then here we're just gonna put $1 a day monthly. And then we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put this here. I'm gonna leave mine at 37 because I've realized that people will pay that 37 to be billed once a month as opposed to $1 a day. And that $7 may not seem like a lot to you, but once you have 100 users, that's $700. That alone covers the price of your partnership. So so I'm gonna leave it there because, like I said, it's an extra $7 a month, and people will pay that just for convenience. All right. So again, I just want you to keep in mind that this ID here in test mode, this ID, $1 a day monthly, matches this ID in live mode. All right. They both match. Everything's the same. So we're just gonna add those guys up. And then we're just gonna come over here and add one more product. And this is just going to be called $1 a day yearly. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave mine at $297 because I think that's a good price point. That's gonna be billed every year. You are giving people a little bit of a discount, obviously, so you're gonna make a little less money theoretically, but you are gonna get one lump sum all up front, and if somebody decides to cancel, 30 days down the road, then you essentially got a lot more money than you would have. So if somebody ends up canceling, then just going with the yearly option, it just ensures that you're going to keep a user for a lot longer because they paid for the entire year. And most people, if they paid for the entire year, they're not going to quit until the next year. As opposed if you go monthly and they decide, hey, I'm not into this, I don't want this, then they're going to go ahead and just quit, and you're not going to make as much money. All right. So again, one more time, I just want you to keep in mind this ID here at the price plan level. All right, $1 a day yearly is matching this price point here. Everything else is the same. So we're gonna add that pricing plan, and we're gonna add that pricing plan. Great. Now we got everything that we want for this promotion. We got a daily, monthly, and yearly option. We've got a daily, monthly, and yearly option. All right, great. So now we're done with Stripe for the most part. So now we want to add in some products here. All right. So I'm going to just go in and actually look and see if my subscriptions are showing up.
I don't think it can be an order bump if it's a subscription.
It can't. You're so smart. You're so smart. All right, so here we're just gonna put in $1 a day. This is the daily option. And I'm just gonna remove that. And then this is just going to be put $1 a day, billed daily. I'm gonna use the subscription, and I'm just gonna put in, Tier5 Software. This is what the user is actually going to see on their bank statement, and then we're going to pick this $1 a day daily right here. All right. If you want to give them a trial period, you can do that here. I'm not going to give them a trial period. If you want to limit the number of units that somebody can buy and say, hey, I'm only going to sell 10 of these. After 10, it's not available anymore. Then you can do that down here. I'm not going to put any limit, and I'm going to create that product. Now, when you create that product, you kind of have a couple options. If you want to go in and actually send out an email and email them about their purchase, you can do that right here in the fulfillment email if you want, or you can do this later whenever you actually create your account. So that's completely up to you. I'm going to do it later. All right. So if you don't want them to get any email at all, then just remove the email and you're going to be good. The only reason I'm doing it later is because I haven't set up my SMTP. I haven't set up my email here in this ClickFunnels account yet because I don't really use this ClickFunnels account at all. I write new training for you guys on a funnel that doesn't exist in my account already. So that guy's added. We're going to add our next product. It's also going to be $1 a day. That's going to be our monthly option. And this is going to be a subscription here. And this is just going to be $37 a month. So month. All right. And then we're just going to put in the same thing here, Tier5 Software. I'm going to pick that monthly option. And then we're going to come to our fulfillment email. We're going to get rid of all that crap because we don't want to send out an email here. And we're going to create that product. And then we're going to create one more product. $1 a day yearly. And then we're just going to put in here, it's a subscription. This is going to be $297 a year. All right. Here's going to be also Tier5 Software, and here is going to be that yearly option. Here we're going to get rid of all that crap. And we're going to create our product. Great. There's our products right there. All right. Now, if you want, don't think you're done yet. You may want to go in and actually edit the rest of this. Like you may want to go in and edit my thank you page because my thank you page says that they're going to get some email from someone that already edited my thank you page. So you may want to go in and actually remove these videos here if you don't want to be branded to Hector because these are all Hector's videos. You may want to go in and change this email address to your own email address. And then you may want to actually, you could leave this here if you want, but what I would recommend if you're going to leave this here, I would recommend putting in your affiliate link right here to the Tier5 community. You would be surprised how well this works. So a lot of people who go in and purchase this $1 a day option, literally we have over 10 partners right now that are paying between $300 to $500 a month in the Tier5 partnership who started at this $1 a day promotion. So they started at this $1 a day promotion, then they upgraded to the community membership, and then they upgraded from there to become Tier5 partners. So it's not like somebody who comes in at this $1 a day is going to be stuck there forever. There is a path to upgrade. So like I said, I would just recommend going in and changing this link right here to your affiliate link to the community membership. That way, if they go in and upgrade from here, because you may want to change this order page as well, because if you actually look at this order page and my order page, and you don't have to do exactly what I do, this is just what I do, but in my order page, if you look at my order page, I tell them that they don't get any support whatsoever. So I just tell people who are on $1 a day, we don't support them. I don't give them any support. If they want to go into my little chat window and they want to ask questions on how to do this and how to do that, then I'm not going to support them. They need to upgrade to become at least a community member or go purchase the full price version of the software if they want to be able to chat with one of my support reps. All right. So you may or may not want to change that. That's how I do it because that for me is a very easy path to upgrade. I've got at least 10 or 15 people who have upgraded to community memberships because they wanted to understand how to do this, that, and they came in my chat window, and I've just told them, hey, look, you guys are on the $1 a day plan. You guys don't get any support. If you want to get support, you need to upgrade to the full versions of the software or become a community member. And then right away, they'll just be like, okay, fine. You know, I like the software. It's complex. I'm going to need help. Let me upgrade. So then they go ahead and upgrade. All right. That's completely up to you how you guys do it. So now you need to go in and edit whatever you want. So make sure you edit your file however you want. These other pages right here, so these other pages right here, you can delete them if you want. Literally all these pages are opt-in pages that if somebody actually opts in, once they opt in, it redirects them to the sales page right here. So there, I just put my opt-in pages at the bottom because I'll create multiple different opt-in pages for multiple different niches, and then I'll promote those opt-in pages and they'll all go to the same exact. What? All right, so here for the most part you're done. Right? The only thing else that you need to do is mute Bobby because he's fucking going. Is that you, Bobby? I thought, why did I think that was you, Bobby? I just assumed that was you. Who could it be?
I think it's all gone.
Mm.
I don't have no noise here.
All right, buddy. All right. So another huge thing I would definitely recommend you guys doing is going to your publishing settings and removing this right here. All right, because this is my Facebook pixel. So you probably don't want my Facebook pixel on your funnels, because if you leave my Facebook pixel on your funnels, I'm going to be advertising to all your buyers and all your traffic, and I'm going to be stealing all your traffic because they're going to come in on my Facebook pixel, and if I ever run retargeting ads, then they're going to get my advertising. All right, so definitely remove that, and then you're good. So I'm going to put this into test mode real quick. Now we're going to save and update these settings. All right. So now this is all in test mode. What we're going to do is we're going to come grab our buddy. It's going to be called Zapier. All right. We're going to be using him. Now what we can do is we can just come through this order process, and we can come in and say, hey, let's get this offer while it lasts. And then we're just going to come in here, put in our name. And I'm just going to put in something like email at someguy.com. And then you're just going to put in 4242, 4242, 4242, 4242, 123. Anything that you want, as long as it's in the future. So this is because we're in test mode. So since we're in test mode, this should work just fine. All right. So if that happens, if you get this error right here, it's just because ClickFunnels still thinks you're in test mode, in live mode for some reason. So just come back over here, make sure that you're on test mode, and then just save and update your settings again. All right. ClickFunnels still thinking that I'm in live mode.
Dane was calling.
What's that? What was that? So I can see it still thinks it still thinks I'm in live mode for some reason. That's not my fault, so don't complain to me because ClickFunnels still thinks you're in live mode. There's nothing that I can do about that. All I can recommend is just hitting that save and update button a couple times. All right. So now that that's done, let's just go right back to this order page and see if he's in. Good morning, ma'am.
Well, shit, it worked.
No, so let's just come back over here. And let's just come over here. There we go. Now it says that it's in test mode. All right. So now we're in test mode. As you can see, we're in test mode. So put in your name here. Put in your you can see there's a card right there that you could just actually grab that card and just paste that card in there. CVC can be anything that you want. Expiration date can be anything that you want as long as it is in the future. And I'm just going to pick this $1 a day option right there, and I'm going to complete my order. Now look at there. Great. Now I got some money. All right. So now here is where you're going to actually create your automation. So we're going to use ClickFunnels. Hello, Nandi. How are you, Nandi? I'm great. We're going to use ClickFunnels on a new successful purchase when a new thing has been purchased. All right. We're going to pick our ClickFunnels account that we want to use, and I'm going to pick this one because that's my ClickFunnels account. I'm going to pick all funnels. Son of a bitch. All right. So I don't know which funnel I want to use, so I'm just going to go in and change the name of this. To new $1 a day funnel, and then I'm going to update that just so I can know which things are going there, and then I'm just going to reload ClickFunnels. I'm going to reload Zapier. And I'm going to pick the new $1 a day funnel. And you can listen to all funnel steps if you want, or you can listen just to your order page where that happens. That's completely up to you. So I'm going to just listen to my order page whenever I get a new successful purchase from that page. Here's a purchase that just happened. So I'm just going to continue here. Now this is where you're actually going to go to your affiliate dashboard. All right. So let me go grab somebody real quick so I can log into their affiliate dashboard. All right, so I'm logged in as a person here. All right, so now you're just gonna go to manage account. And then you're gonna come over here to your API right here. You're gonna copy this API right here. And you're gonna come back to Zapier, you're gonna add an action step. And this is going to be webhooks by Zapier. And you're gonna fire off a post request. And you're just going to stick, this is another thing that it seems like people have problems with, and this is really, really simple. You're just going to put in this URL. Where are you gonna get that from? You're just gonna copy it from right there. All right? So you're gonna put in that URL. You're gonna leave the payload type as form. You're gonna need some data. We're gonna need 4 fields. So I'm gonna add those 4 fields. What 4 fields are you gonna need? You're gonna need the secret key right here. All right? You're going to need this token right here. You're going to need this email right here. And you're also going to need this product right here. Those are the 4 fields that you're going to need. All right. And then for your token, you're going to grab this token right here, which is actually your affiliate ID. You're going to stick that guy in there. For your email, you're going to click this box right here. And then you're going to grab the contact email that's coming from ClickFunnels, i.e. the purchase who just bought your stuff. All right. For the product, you're going to pick what product that you want. Here's Invoicing You, Link Wizard, Text in Bulk, RoboContact, Magic Zap, Sticky Reviews, Domain Leads. Here's all for the $1 a day. Since you're giving them access to everything, you're going to use all. All right. For the security key, you need to go create your security key from right here. See, right here. If you still don't have it, click right here. And then you're going to come down here and create API secret key. So I'm going to create some API secret key, super secure key. And I'm going to grab that super secure key. I'm going to update my API secret key. And then I am going to now go in and stick that right here in my secret key. Guess what? I'm done.
Do you do that Zapier thing once, or do you do it for every person who orders?
This is automation. You're going to do this once for every funnel. Every funnel that you create, you'll have to create a Zapier automation. And then now every single time somebody comes in and they makes a purchase, this automation will fire in Zapier and everything will happen automatically. All right. So now we're going to send this test to webhook. You can see it's email@thisguy.com. And now if we come back over here to our account management section, you will see I've got one user, email at thisguy.com. See him right there. Email at thisguy.com. See him right there. Email at thisguy.com. See him right there. Email. See him right here. 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 Email. Now, if I go to this email at thisguy.com and I go to app.domainleads or any software for that matter, I go log out and I go log in. His default password will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I can sign in as this guy. If I go to text and bulk and I go in and put email at thisguy.com, I can log in there. Text and bulk, by the way, is pretty close to being global. So hopefully by the first week in January, it should be a global platform that works all over the world. So I could keep going if you want. I could go to Link Wizard. I could log in as that guy.
Hey, John, in your group, do you have a training video on just this Zapier piece?
No, the training video is right here. We just made it.
All right, I guess I'll rewatch this.
No, I mean, the Zapier piece is really easy. Literally, it's just this right here. All right. So if you want.
Who asked that? Because there is your Zapier training inside your training thing that you did that was like the basics. And once I did it, I never knew it. Now I kind of get it a little bit how it works. It's a pretty good training.
So you can see this guy's all created. All right. So I'm going to delete that guy because he's not needed, I'm assuming. I'm going to delete him from here because he's not needed. I'm going to delete him from there because he's not needed. And I'm going to delete him from here because he's not needed. So the only other thing that you would want to do at this point is probably send out an email. So you just add another step. Send out an email. And all you're going to do is you're going to pick this guy's email address from here. Pick your email address you want to send this from. Put in your name, whatever you want your name to be.
And so their basic account for Zapier will allow you to do what, like 1,000 of these before you got to upgrade?
That's correct. If you guys use the Tier 5 Zapier account, if you guys are Inner Circle members, I just add you to our I just add you automatically to our Zapier account, and then you just don't have to worry about anything like that.
Ew. So did that happen by default when I became a Tier 5 member?
No, it happens by default whenever you message me and say, hey, John, I want to get added to the Zapier.
Doing that now.
Then it happens. So here you're just going to you're just going to put, like text and bulk. So hopefully you guys get the point and you don't need me to go through and write every single login URL with the same username and password. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to give them the rest of the login URLs where they can actually log in, and anything else that you might want to give them in this initial email. All right. So anything else that you might want to give them in this initial email, you can do that. All right. And then something else you may want to do is, everybody cool with the Zapier part? That part's pretty easy. Everybody good with the Zapier part and the automation, how you actually create your accounts?
Yep.
All right. You will follow this. If you want to set this up for RoboContact, you're going to do this exact same process, literally exact same process. The only difference is you're going to come here. You're not going to pick your $1 a day funnel. You're going to pick your RoboContact funnel. You're going to come here and you're not going to give all. Instead of giving all, you're going to give RoboContact like that. Everything else is exactly the same. All right. If you're going to use text them, well, then you'll change this. And you won't say, hey, here's everything. You'll just give them only RoboContact. If you're setting up the text and bulk funnel, then you're going to come here. You're going to change this to your text and bulk funnel. You're going to come here. You're going to change, everything's going to be the same. You're just going to change this to text and bulk. If you want to know what the keywords are, then just look here again, and you'll see all the keywords. Here's text and bulk. So you're just going to use text and bulk. And then you're going to come here and you're going to edit this, and you're only going to give them the text and bulk login. All right. Literally, it's the same for every single thing. All right. If you want to do a bundle that is not everything, if you want to package together text and bulk and RoboContact, all right, then what you'll need to do is you'll just need to create one more step, another webhook step, and you're just going to copy what you got up here. All right. So you're going to copy this. This would be my text and bulk. So I would just come in here and I'm going to copy this, post him in there. I'm going to add 4 of these because I need 4 of those. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab my secret key, token, email, product. All right. All the fields that you're seeing right here, token, email, product. Here's my token. My product is going to be RoboContact. My email is going to be that email. And my secret key is going to be my super secret key. All right. Remember, this you need to go in and set up. All right. See you, Michael. This you need to go in and actually set up. It's just in your profile. So you just need to create your super secret key. If you change this key, your Zaps will no longer work. If you ever change this key and ever update this key, you'll have to go back to your Zaps and you'll have to update your secret key, or this will no longer work. All right. That secret key is just an added layer of security so that, for example, I can do something like this. I can live stream my training video and no one can use my API, because as soon as I'm done live streaming, I can just go back to my profile and I can, add a 1 to my super secret key. And now no one will know my super secret key and no one can actually create users under my account. All right. And that's it. Now they're going to come through. This would be my funnel. This would be my RoboContact and text and bulk bundle funnel. All right. They're going to make that purchase. You're going to follow every step that we've done so far. And then I'm going to have a post request to our API to set up the text and bulk account, and a post request to our API to set up the RoboContact account. And then my email that's going to say, hey, here's your account for RoboContact and text and bulk. That's it. All right. The only other thing I would recommend doing is possibly coming back in here to ClickFunnels. I don't believe I actually have Actionetics myself here. I'm not sure. So I don't have Actionetics here. I don't have Actionetics because I don't use it on this account. I have it on my other account. This, I don't use it at all. So if you are an Actionetics user, if you have Actionetics, it's really great for your email list. Then what I would recommend doing is you go in and create a list, and then you just add people to that list that they purchase this thing. That way you can create these segmented lists of your audiences, and then you can go in and actually send out broadcasts and try to sell those people more stuff.
Ruby.
That's pretty straightforward. If you don't have Actionetics and you don't want to buy Actionetics and don't want to use Actionetics, I would personally recommend it if you're going to use ClickFunnels because it makes your life easier. If you don't want to use it, then what you could always do is you could always come in here, you could add a step, and that step could be a Google spreadsheet. And then you could just go in and essentially add somebody. You can create a spreadsheet row and you can add that user to a spreadsheet and you can keep track of things that way. And you can go in and have, you could literally go in and have one Google spreadsheet and you could create a sheet for dollar a day purchases, RoboContact purchases, text and bulk purchases, RoboContact plus text and bulk, sticker reviews, whatever you're selling. And then whenever somebody comes in and makes a purchase, you can just add their information onto that spreadsheet so you have all your data somewhere if you want to do that. Topo. Hey, Bishoff. Can you just have somebody give you? Never mind. That's what you. So that's pretty simple, and that's literally all you have to do. So that's literally all you have to do. And Mario, where you'll be able to access this recording is you'll be able to access it in the Inner Circle group. So if you're not in the Inner Circle group, then you can go in and actually join the Inner Circle. You can go in and join the Inner Circle just by clicking this button somewhere right here. Click this button and give us some money. So you just click this button, give me some money. And then you'll have access to be able to do all this on your own. You will also have access to all these recordings. But the main thing is this will actually be useful to you because then you'll be able to actually do this with the software products. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the training, if you're not a Tier 5 partner, then launching our software in your funnels is not going to really apply to you. The other ClickFunnels stuff may apply to you, but launching Tier 5 software in your funnels and selling them and keeping 100% of the revenue, that sure the hell isn't going to apply to you because that's only for Tier 5 partners. But it really is that simple. So that's it. The main things that you want to keep in mind, all right? The main things that you want to keep in mind is whenever you create your products in Stripe, all right? If we look at any product, we're going to go to this guy. This is in live mode. This is in test mode, all right? If you look at these products, you need to make sure whenever you go to your pricing plan, all right? We're going to go to our pricing plan. You need to make sure that this pricing plan ID has a corresponding pricing plan ID that exactly matches in test mode, all right? If you want to test your funnels in test mode, all right? That's the main thing that you struggled with. That's what Marie was struggling with for like 2 days, because if you don't do this, when you go through ClickFunnels, ClickFunnels is gonna say, hey, I can't find this thing in Stripe because it's trying to find this plan ID. So you just need to make sure that whenever you create a product in live mode, you also create at the same time a product in test mode. You give them all identical information and they're exactly the same. If you have questions on that, just go back to the beginning of this video and watch the beginning of this video because we went over that and we created literally 3 products in a row doing that exact same thing. This is a big part where people struggle right here. So if you're still struggling with that, go back to the beginning of the video, watch that part. You should be good. And then the next thing people struggle with is this Zapier integration right here. And we've done it, went over it 2 times. So if you're still having, thank you so much. If you're still having trouble with that, then just go in and rewatch the next part of the video. But it's really that simple. You're just gonna go in, you're gonna use the add user API. You're gonna use this as your URL. You're gonna use your formula, your payload type as form. You don't even have to change that. You're gonna put in 4 pieces of data. Those pieces of data are these datas right here. You're going to put in the secret key that you're gonna create from your profile. So you're gonna put in that piece of data. You're gonna put in your token, which we give you your token right here. It's literally your affiliate ID. You're gonna put in the email address for the account that you actually wanna create. That most likely is going to come from your previous step. However somebody purchased your thing, most likely you're gonna be handed their email ID. If you're using ClickFunnels, for sure you're going to get from step 1 their email ID, and then you're just gonna tell me what product do you want to create a user account on. So the products that you can pick are any of our products, Invoicing You, Link Wizard, Text and Bulk, RoboContact, Magic Zap, Sticker Reviews, Domain Leads, or if you literally want to create an account on every single product, just use all and put that in there. just like that. All right. And then again, if you're wondering where can you find all these funnels at, you just go back to Facebook. You go to the inner circle group. And then you just go to the units. And you're going to see in the units, it's in the getting started unit. It's going to be right here and set up your funnels. So just go to the set up your funnels guy right here. Click on them a couple times. Sometimes Facebook is stupid. And then click on that link right here. As soon as you click on that link, it's going to take you to a link wizard file link, and it's going to say your download should start automatically. It's going to give you the download. And then once you get the download, here's all the funnels and the share funnels. All right. So if you want to do RoboContact, here's the share funnel, text in bulk, there's the funnel, sticky reviews, magic zap, link wizard, invoicing you, domain leads. All right. The tier 5 community, you don't really need that, but if you want it, you can have it. The partnership, you don't really need that. The $1 a day promo, if you want that, it's right there. And the tier 5 mother funnel, if you want that, it's also right there. So you just pick whatever you want, and then you just click on the share funnel link. That will put it in ClickFunnels, and then you just do exactly what we did. You go through and make your own modifications, edit things however you want to edit them, and then the main thing is just coming to the order page and then adding your own products in, and we did that right here. All right, so any questions? Did everybody understand? Anybody have any questions?
No, man.
Hey, John, I got a question. If it's $1 a day, Stripe's going to automatically bill them every day $1 a day, right?
As long as you set up your plan like that, yes. So as long
Okay. If they don't pay it, how does it notify you that they don't pay it?
Yes, you can set up in your settings in Stripe. So you can go into Stripe and you can set up in your business settings. Actually, maybe it's in payments. You can set up your settings, and then probably it's in business settings, and then it's probably in customer emails, I think. Blah, blah, blah. Shit. Somewhere in your settings, you can go in and decide that turn on emails. Not exactly where it is, sure where it's at. I will check again to see where it's at. So you can turn it, and it's right in billing and settings. You can turn it on if you want them to.
There it is. Okay. And then one other thing was in your Zapier training that you had in the training course, just remind everybody when they make a Zap to name it so that they know which Zap it actually is, because if not, they're going to get them all screwed up.
For sure. For sure.
I've got one more question, John, and you covered it early on page 1 of the funnel. You had mentioned taking the affiliate link and pasting that on page 1 of the funnel. Is that just the one ClickFunnels affiliate link for the $1 a day that goes in all those spots, or are they all separate?
No. So here, all right. So here, if you're talking about on the sales page, this is completely up to you, Kevin. All right. It's what you're going to do. All right. It depends on what you're going to do. All right.
Right.
If you're going to build your own funnel for RoboContact, text in bulk, sticky reviews, if you're going to build your own funnels for this, then what you want to do is you want to come in and update this link to your new funnel link, not to my funnel link. All right.
Gotcha.
If you're not going to create your own funnels for RoboContact and all this other stuff, then for sure update this with your affiliate link. All right. So that I'm
using the Tier 5 affiliate link. I'm not using the ClickFunnels affiliate link.
No, you would for sure use the ClickFunnels affiliate link. You would for sure come in here to your affiliate links. and then you would come to this ClickFunnels link, and then you would grab whichever one that you want here.
Okay. So update the steps in all those then. If I am not creating a new funnel, which I'm not, I'm going to try this for a while and see what happens.
Correct. If you're not going to create your own funnel for all this other stuff, then you definitely. But like I said, I've noticed it. People will literally come to my $1 a day funnel, and they will come to my $1 a day funnel, and they'll be on my $1 a day funnel, and they'll be like, oh, let's check out RoboContact. And then they'll come over to RoboContact, and I guess they just get wowed at RoboContact, and they forget that they were just at a fucking page where they could get all this software for $1 a day, and they just like get so amazed by RoboContact, and they go and they forget, okay, all this shit's $1 a day. They come over here and they're like, oh wow, this looks sick. Let me try it. And then they sign up for $47 a month, and then they completely forget about that $1 a day shit, and now they're just on RoboContact. They do it with all these softwares, all right? So if you're not going to create funnels, definitely go in and update all these links with your affiliate link. That way, if somebody comes here and then they go off this page and they go to text in bulk, you'll get the credit for that sale. Same thing for this community. So this goes to the Tier 5 community. Well, this doesn't go to the Tier 5 community, but right after this on that thank you page, there is a link to the Tier 5 community on this page.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to go in and actually update this link to the Tier 5 community down here. Update this link to your affiliate link for the Tier 5 community. So just copy that in there, paste that inside there. That way, if they decide, hey, I want to become a community member, then whenever they go to the Tier 5 community page, you'll get credit for that.
All right, and it's just the buttons we're updating, the view software stuff.
Yeah, that's correct. You're just going to update the buttons, their exit point from the funnel. You're just going to update that, so if they do go off and want to buy something else, that you'll get credit for it.
Groovy, man.
This is John's affiliate in a box. Just change all of the buttons to your links.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
There you go, John.
I personally would myself personally, especially because I gave you the fucking share funnels. I myself personally would just recommend go in. I mean, it will take you maybe a day. Go in, create just use the share funnels. Update them so you can keep 100% of the revenue. And if somebody comes in and they go through any of the other stuff, you'll get 100% of the revenue. And the only thing you'll have to actually have your affiliate link for is the Tier 5 community as they funnel off and go into the Tier 5 community.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Hey, explain that one more time, what you just said you would prefer we do.
I would prefer, obviously, you go in and create a funnel for everything. All right?
Okay.
And there's two reasons I prefer that. Actually, okay, there's 3 reasons I prefer that. 4 reasons I prefer that. Lots of fucking reasons I prefer that. All right?
About 100 reasons. About 1,000 reasons.
I mean, you guys get more experience with ClickFunnels and building your own funnels. You get more experience doing all the stuff that you're going to need to do for your own offers outside of Tier 5 anyways. So you guys are going to get a lot more hands-on experience and training, and you're going to get a lot better there, okay? 2, it creates a lot less overhead for me where I don't have to go in and actually calculate affiliate commissions every single month because you're not making affiliate sales. You're keeping the money. Everything's on your side. It saves me a lot of overhead, all right? The main reason is because I'm assuming that hopefully most of you guys will go in and use the share funnels, and then you'll be like, oh, I think I'll change the copy here. I think I'll make this little tweak. I'll make this little edit. And
which I've been doing. I've been doing that on another funnel.
For sure. So we'll have 100 versions of the same funnel, and then whoever fucking has made the most sales is probably because their copy's the best. Well, guess what? We'll just go grab their copy and then put it on our funnel, and then we're great. So it allows us to do a massive amount of split tests. By allowing all the partners to go in and create their own funnels, we essentially create a huge split test.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
So what else?
And then I post it up at JV Zoo and kill everybody.
Post only our funnels.
I'm joking, everybody. I'm joking.
So what
Hey,
else
I appreciate you taking the time. This helped tremendously.
should be
Hey,
everything?
John.
Hey, what?
Hey, John. So, just to wrap my head around everything, so far it was really helpful. I watched a bunch of the videos and just to kind of cover everything so far. From what I understand, is if I'm brand new starting off, the first step that I should do is go download, after setting up my accounts, download all the shared funnels for all my ClickFunnels stuff, change the links to all the buttons to my own affiliate ID links, set up my zaps for each one, and depending on whichever plan I want to do on promotions, set that up on Stripe. Make sure I have testing done for both live and test mode on Stripe. Integrate all that to my funnels to make sure it's running, and that'll pretty much put our partnership at 100% where I can just pretty much at least cover my costs to get started until I'm done with my beta selling. And after that, I can move up each particular software however I want to outside of the whole beta phase that I'm going through to 300 or 500 or $1,000, whatever you want to do.
For sure. So if I were you, Paulson, the first thing that I would do is do exactly what we just did on this video.
Yeah.
And go set up that $1 a day funnel. All right. So if I were you, here's the first thing that I would do is I would go to my Facebook page and I would start making some posts about, hey, I have access to all this. I have access to all this. And kind of talk about each software and start doing some yes ladder posts. Who's interested? It's only going to cost you. Make sure you're transparent of the price and let people know this is going to cost you $30 a month. It's going to cost you $1 a day for all this software. Here's how it's going to help, and start getting people who are interested. Make sure you're definitely mention the price, because if not, you're just going to have assholes that say that they want information and they're not prepared to spend money. If you are transparent about the price, you're going to filter out a lot of those people who think it's going to be free. All right. Once you get those posts made, you can start gauging interest from your own Facebook profile, then go in and do exactly what we did, so that once you get this part done, you can go back to that Facebook post and you can give everybody a link and say, here it is, and start making some sales. All right. Focus on the $1 a day first. Get that taken care of. Don't worry about any other funnel. Update all the stuff with your affiliate links to everything else, and just get the $1 a day out there and try to get 10, 20, 30 people to sign up for that $1 a day, because then you cover your investment. You make a little bit of money on the top. If a couple people cancel, it's no big deal, because you've got some people, you've got some extra people. Once you get that, then circle back and zero in on whichever software that you think, according to what you do and what you've been doing on Facebook and who you have access to in your networks, what is going to benefit them the most, and then focus on that and build out that funnel and get some sales. I did not. I'll do it later. And get some sales in that, and then you can go to next funnel, to next funnel, to next funnel, to next funnel. For sure, don't sit and wait and say, well, I don't have all my funnels set up, so I can't do anything. Get the $1 a day set out there, do something, get some money, and then after that, come in and start doing the next one. Don't try to get everything done, and don't wait for things to be perfect, or you're just going to keep waiting and waiting.
Yeah, and the $1 a day strategy is just a beta strategy for like maybe 15 people or something like that.
That's just a scarcity thing for sure. That's just a thing where you're like, look, I can do this for 20 people. I can only do this for 20 people. It's $1,000 a month worth of software for $30 a month. Any one of these softwares is worth more than $30 a month, but you're going to get all of them for $30 a month, and then most likely they're all going to help you, but it is very limited. I can only take 15 people, or I can only take 20 people, and then after that you'll have to pay the full price of the software, which is over $1,000 a month. So it's real. Now, if you don't want to have that scarcity and you want to let 100 people in or 200 people in, that's up to you. You're free to do that. But if you build scarcity into it, then you're going to have people who go in and actually sign up right now because they want to be part of those 10 people and they want that deal. And it's really meant for you to quickly go in and actually recoup your investment and this not cost you anything out of pocket.
Got it. Yeah.
So what else? Any other questions?
I've got a question that's unrelated to your product.
Yeah, what's up?
I can't find my Group Convert affiliate link.
Yeah.
I think she went to bed.
She went to bed already.
I can't find my domain lead account.
Just drop your email in real quick. It's just your email with password 123456. Right?
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about an affiliate link?
No, that's default password for login.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking about how to find an affiliate link for domain leads.
There you go.
Thank you, John. What's up, Paulson?
What's up, man? Hey, John. That wasn't for Lance. That was for Nico.
Fuck it, Nico. There you go. Name's Lance. Name's Lance. All right, Nico, hold on.
Lance, put your email in the chat for John, bro. Thanks, Paulson.
Oh, this is just get added to domain leads. Gotcha.
I don't even know if I'm in there.
If you're not, just give me your email. The accounts weren't created
If you're in the
automatically.
circle, you can add yourself.
The accounts just weren't created automatically because it's a new thing that we launched. Like I never gave people access to domain leads before because we really just used it for the API and text in bulk and not as an actual product. But then people wanted it as a product, so I just created it as a product. You're already in there though, Lance.
I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, please add me too then. Hey, what part of India are you in?
I'm in West Bengal.
Okay.
Kolkata.
That's right, Calcutta.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Calcutta. I grew up in Kerala, which is about the southern tip of India.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's beautiful.
It really is. It's the tourist. It's a place of tourism in India.
Yeah, it's like one of the most literate spots in India. It's really, they got some really good fish there.
Yeah, they're good. They're good fish, and it's almost undeveloped compared to the rest of India and not so populated. It's about the only place you're gonna find some Jesus people.
For sure. That's for sure.
Yeah. An disciple or Apostle Thomas was buried a little further away from there. He was the only one that actually made it to India.
I didn't know that.
Yep. His burial site is over there, even though that's unrelated to Tier 5. That's hence my name is freaking English as hell.
Hey, John, you're not using a webhook for your group convert, are you? That's not your share piece in the funnel, is it?
I am using a webhook. I am using a webhook for for part of group convert. Yes. Yes and no. So.
Okay, but that's not what you're using. So when they click view software and group convert, the URL is actually an affiliate link, right? Or are you using a webhook in there?
No, in mine, whenever they click view software, it just literally goes to the group convert page, groupconvert.com, without an affiliate link. If they want to pay $2.97 at that page instead of get it for me with my $1 a day, fuck it, they can do it. I don't really care.
Okay, gotcha. But when they get it, you're not getting any share of that $2.97, are you?
Nope. I don't care about that $2.97 so much, though. I would totally rebuild group convert in 7 days and fucking eat Kim's cookies like crazy, but I like Kim, so I'm not gonna do it, and I don't care about that. I mean, if it was a big deal, like I said, it would take me all of like 7 days, 10 days to go in and build a version of Group Convert that's 10 times better than Group Convert or fucking Group Funnels. But I like Kim, so I'm just gonna help her with hers instead of eat her cookies because I like her.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, you know what really irritates me is that Lead Owl app. How people get on their phone, and I know you could do the same.
Yeah, we've got plans to kind of do the same thing for texting bulk, to make something like that for texting bulk, because I don't like that guy that much either.
Yeah.
Different duck.
Lots of people I don't like. I don't like marketers that pretend to be experts in software and think that they know what they're doing with software because they don't. Not my cup of tea, and that dude's just an asshole anyways. I don't like dudes that make a little bit of money and then they feel like they have to go buy fucking Rolexes and Ferraris and shit, and then their whole manner of trying to attract people and make their sales is based on, look at my lavish, stupid fucking lifestyle. Like I have all this money and I could actually do something important with it, but instead I'm gonna go fucking waste on a bunch of stupid fucking materialistic shit. I don't really like people like that.
That's why.
What made you dress up? What made you dress up today? Speaking of that, they're looking all dapper.
No, I just I just like to wear these sometimes. My matrix.
They're comfortable.
Yeah, bro. Can we get some of the shirts style?
All right, one last question, then I'll zip it. On your apply to become a community member page, that's just a community member affiliate link, right? That's not the inner circle. It's some other shit.
That's correct. That is just the community membership.
Yeah.
That is
With my partnership. Gotcha. All right.
we just
I think I got this thing nailed down now.
I just have people go through an application process on the community just because it gets more action out of them, and it makes them more apt to actually go in and then complete the payment at the end. So I don't really do anything with the application at all. It's just a psychological thing for they've got a bigger time investment. They've got a bigger time investment, so now they're going to be more apt to actually go in and make the payment.
Right on.
Look at that, Joe. I think this one may work, buddy. Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Well, it fit.
Yeah, that one fit right in there, no problem. But then again, this is still hot. It's still like 130 degrees temperature. So, oh yeah, perfect. You fit right on both sides. So I just need to grab one more of these guys. Good.
All right, dude. I'm ready to go live with this thing. Right on. Cool. Appreciate your help.
Yeah, if you guys need any other help, one of the things I'm here for is to make sure that you guys get help with whatever you need.
Hey John, where did you say you were gonna post this video?
I'll post it in the inner circle group.
Okay.
In the units, in that getting started unit, I'll make a new unit that says something like I'll put it right after that. I'll put it right after that unit that's already there.
Okay.
I'll put it right after here. I'll make a new little section that will be in the get it started unit, and it will be called what to do with your funnels. After you get your funnels, set up your funnels. Or I might I'll just add it to here. So I'll just add it right here. And I'll add the YouTube video right there to just show how to set this stuff up once you're done.
Okay.
And remember, John's not a marketer. He doesn't know how to do that. He just builds software.
Yeah.
And robots.
Oh yeah, robots too.
This one only took an hour, so it's really, really low quality. You probably can't tell that it's really low quality, but it is really low quality.
You got a 3D printer in the office?
Stop sharing your screen so we can see the bigger picture of your robot.
I got two of them. I got two of them in my office actually. So I got this one right here, which is where this just came from. Shit. Yeah, I just printed off like everything is printed, like my microphone stand. Like, why buy a microphone stand? Why buy a microphone stand when I can print it off? But this guy right here, he's literally for this thing right here. You can see here's my prototype right here, and he's just all, you can tell like he's just all messed up all over the place. He just got stuff all over the place here. So this thing, like his eyes right here.
That's 4 eyes?
No, he's just got 2 eyes for right now. So literally, this guy will come right here and just mount right on top of that guy, just like that, so that he can keep a little bit organized. And then this guy right here should fit right inside there now. Hopefully. If not, I gotta reprint this dude again. Print this fucker one more time.
I just want to point out something. Paulson and I are not in the same beds, and we have the same headboard.
Well,
I don't know, man. I didn't want to say anything, but you know.
Notice that, man. It's like it's me and a couple of Yorkies. Just throwing that out there. I'm looking over there and I'm like, man, we got the same headboard.
We don't care, man.
Yeah, I got.
It's all about the cuddles.
Yeah. My wife was cool with me sitting in bed.
We keep the inner circle.
Yeah.
Hey, John, where's George at? Is he in his cage? Is he up yet?
Ankita's gonna go get him. To answer your question, Emily, 0. I hold 0 degrees.
George? Yeah. And my buddy George.
The degree to be successful.
Well,
What's up, George?
I'm 1 art class away from 3 degrees, but I don't like art. So.
I didn't finish my undergrad.
I'm 1 art class and I think a political science class away from 3 degrees, but I don't like art and I don't like politics. So just like,
well, if it makes anybody feel better, I've got 2 masters and a finance degree and a investment management. I still need John's help on some Zapier and some freaking funnels.
Hey, I'm in the same boat. You know what's funny is and I don't talk about it, but we have a software development company, and in fact, our office is just a few miles away from John's office in Calcutta. And but I believe in John so much, I bought in on the Tier 5 inner circle.
Yeah. So
everybody that's on right here, what made you guys buy in? I'll tell you what made me buy in. When John posted something about the community thing, I started off with just the community, the $100, and he turned around and says, "Hey, I just need $46 more." And I made a deal with John. I says, "Give me that $100 back, and I'll give you 300." And 46. He goes, "Somebody just paid me $46. I don't know why, but all right." So I became a partner right off the bat. I mean, I was like, do it now. And the reason, you know why? Because John is John. That's why. There was no smooth, it was like, fuck it. If you don't want to, I don't care. Just buy it or don't buy it. You can get out if you want. I don't give a shit. I was like, you know what? I believe.
I believed in him the same way. It took me a while to get there, but I listened to him. I listened to him enough and realized I'm just as retarded as he is, so I might as well join the group.
That's right. I added.
I don't have enough.
Here, by the way.
I don't have enough time on my hands, so I needed something to do.
Yeah, that's funny. I've got a lot of projects as well that I'm working on, and it's like, man, now what? So today is the first time I actually focused on launching a funnel for any of this stuff.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's crazy.
And it's better than get some. Barely getting some PLR bullshit and trying to do some.
Well, yeah, my funnel's officially live through a GoDaddy auction. I bought a web domain that got abandoned, and it's still got over 1,000 direct links to it and over 90,000 backlinks to it. So I just put that funnel live. So what's up? That domain is live, and now I'm going to start promoting this. So it should be fun.
Oh, you bought a dead domain? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I bought a domain that got abandoned a couple of years ago. Pickvi.com. It's actually it's a corporate company in Greece. The company that had it, there was a lot going on with it. So here we go.
Those damn Greeks can't do nothing right.
Well, all they do is lose their money.
Hey, did you guys, are you guys all going to join in on Zeki's affiliate summit at all? Because
I tried to contact him. So I can offer all those people that opted in the software. He hasn't responded to me. Anyway, Spencer's the headliner on that, so I don't want to.
He may not respond to you. Zeki's part of my inner group. We have a after spending $10,000 or more on courses in the last 6 months, I realized all those guys are freaking jokesters. Underwhelming. So we created a community. We created this thing called the Side Hustle Community. It's
I saw that.
It's a paid for live academy. In my academy now, we're up to 12 coaches and mentors. The founding 6 were Blake Newbar, who's a 2 Comma Club funnel builder. Myself.
Sure.
I've got Nika, who was on Grant Cardone's social media team. She joined. Sydney joined. Daniel Barbosa, the Latino entrepreneur kid that you see in ClickFunnels all the time. And I offered it to Spencer. Spencer didn't respond fast enough. Zeki said he wanted it, so I gave Zeki the affiliate marketing coach mentor piece. And then Spencer came back 2 days after and said he was ready to join. Anyway, so we launched a live mentor coaching academy. So instead of $1,000 to get some shit course by some balding millennial, you can get $29.95 live coaching and mentoring in the academy. Zeki's a part of it, so that may be why he's not responding to you, because he's on my team now.
So Kevin,
you guys understand he's busy right now handling that summit that's going to start next week, which I think is going to be through the roof for marketers.
So far, yeah.
He's also an Inner Circle member. So
yeah.
So since
we saw that video. We saw him got sucked in really fast. That was awesome.
Well, you know what's funny is I think it probably as soon as Catlin got in, all those guys were like, "What? I got to get in."
He probably isn't going to want anybody to give software away to the people who join, because he kind of has that.
He can sell that software himself. Hell, he can do the $1 a day.
Yeah, I reached out to him like 2 weeks ago. It was a while ago. I just said, "What's up?"
Well, he's got his own affiliate thing going on for the summit. I jumped on that. I got one sold, which was pretty cool. And then I got a lot of people like from my group and other people that signed up for the free thing. And then what he said is during that thing, he's going to offer people to upgrade as they go. It's a free ticket, but he's going to offer to upgrade. And if they upgrade, you get the commission from it. So you just get out there and try to get as many people as you can to sign up for it. So I have a group with 122 people, and I kept telling them all, hey, you sign up, I'll give you free software. So I don't know how many people have signed up, but nobody's asked me for the software yet. I think they're scared. They think I'm going to hit them up with some cost or something later on.
Yeah, I was giving away some software today. Some guy asked me, he goes, what are you going to hit me with behind the scenes? I'm not going to hit you with shit. Yeah. In fact, you're not even getting my free link. Everybody else in the group can have it.
Yeah. So I can't wait for it. It's going to be good. He's got a lot of awesome offers in there as well. And he's got like a paid Inner Circle group that you'll be able to get a lot of different things. So anybody who's starting off with, like myself, Zeki was the one that got me started because I was doing more e-commerce than anything. And about 3 months ago, I saw him post something that somebody said, hey, my dad doesn't know how to sell anything, or he doesn't have no online experience. How can I help him? and he gave them the affiliate in a box and said, here, have him start doing this. This is like made for you to just go in there and copy and training. And I jumped on that, and he introduced me to his group. And that's when he had about 200, 250 people in his group. Now he's got over 1,000. So to me, he's kind of my mentor as far as what I'm doing. I'm just trying to follow along with him, do what he does. Yeah. And Kim Dang is really great. John Vaughn, he's awesome.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there. They're not all turds.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with some of the crappy ones, the same thing. They're not like really bad people. They just create shitty courses with shitty follow-up.
Yeah. I'm not even going to mention any names, but there was a turd. He gave me my money back. I created a Facebook page called Sales Funnel Shysters, and he was the first one that got promoted on it. And he messaged me and said, "I'll give you your money back." Because he told me at first, no, I don't refund money. I was like, oh, you don't, huh?
Well, I've seen some guys that I found that I didn't know it, and then I was researching. Then somebody else said it, and I checked it out. You could get ClickFunnels, a very limited for people who are just trying to learn for $19 a month. Yeah, just to learn. Once you get farther into it, that's when you got to upgrade. So a lot of people in my group, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm getting them just the 14-day free trial and the $19 because they want to build a funnel. And I said, you're not going to build it overnight, and it's not going to look good. You're going to have to learn a little bit and get in there and people aren't going to sit there and spend 8 hours a day, and they got to learn, you know. And this one lady, she's spending $300 a month for 3 months now from another guy that said, yeah, I'll help you. He didn't help her, and she's still spending $300 a month. I told her cancel. I said, cancel and build $19 or downgrade, whatever you can. I swear, people are just dumping money left and right.
File a dispute, get her money back.
That's what I told her. She's pissed off. So she did drop it down to 97. She didn't know she could. I told her about it. And I told her I'd help her build her funnels. She needed help.
Kevin, who do you file this dispute with? Better Business Bureau?
No, you just file it with whoever you made the payment through.
ClickFunnels. Contact ClickFunnels and tell them what happened.
Well, but it was ClickFunnels. I thought you meant it was with one of the coaches or mentors. Like once you, I don't give your money back. I said, oh, you will. Watch. He gave me all my money.
Yeah, Kevin, similarly, I went through, I want to say, I took about 17 courses in the last year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm fatigued from coursing. And Nico, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, Nico and I have interacted before, and I'm at a point where, like, entire digital marketing is like a game of Telegram. It's like a new, it's like I can't figure out why there's not any new content. Like, everybody has a new version of the same content is how I look at it. And Joe, to answer your question on why I joined, honestly, I really studied John quite a bit, John Vaughn. And this man he's not a yes man. He'll tell you how it is. Doesn't give a rat's about who you are. I can imagine him saying this, the way he is, the normal way he is, even if he's at the White House or in, at Tony Blair's office. It doesn't matter. Like he will be
somebody you can trust. Yeah, that's someone you can trust.
Exactly. That's it. I mean, that's all there is to. And Joe Hashabet, he's not even here today. He told me, hey, man, there's something going on with the software development company. I didn't even go through anything. I just paid for it and then tried to figure out what it's about, like literally.
Nice.
Well, that's kind of what I did. Like I said, I go, I'll spend $100 to see what's going on. And I heard about this software. And then John actually that day connected with me on live video. And he's like, hey, what do you want to know? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, John. He's like, what do you want, Joe? You what do you want to do? And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. If a guy's going to sit there, and then I realize he's the CEO and the builder and all that shit. I'm like, God damn, the guy reached out to me. That's pretty cool. So I invested, man. I figured the worst comes to worst. I just drop $300 to figure out that I screwed myself and whatever. But I don't think so right now. I'm in.
I ran into John like 6 months ago when he first started launching, and then he was giving out these free software on email, and I was like, I didn't even opt into my email. I opted into like 2 or 3, and I was like, what the hell? And I don't know, John, what your business relationship is with Hector Santa Sebastian, but that guy's a beast, bro. And then I just came back into the circle, and I'm like kicking myself I didn't get in like when you got in, Joe. Like,
Oh my God.
Me and Hector got kicked out of mini chat together, so we've been friends for like.
You get kicked out of everything, man. I love it.
Well, mini chat, and that's what I thought. That's what I'm almost certain that happened with ClickFunnels. The same thing that happened with mini chat. See, I got kicked out of mini chat for creating. I created a course that was like 35 hours of very in-depth mini chat training. That was free. It was absolutely free. Even have a video from their CEO, like literally have a video from their CEO saying that he wants to promote the course and he's going to push it to all of MiniChat. Well, the MiniChat admins, the actual admins of MiniChat, they were all selling courses, $500, $2,000 for like 4 hours worth of MiniChat training. And literally they taught you how to send a broadcast sequence or set up a basic flow. And literally like I would go live and do live training and build an entire bot, show you how to do the most advanced stuff that even the MiniChat people didn't know how to do. And then, I voiced my concerns with some of the issues for MiniChat, some of the problems they were having, and their support doesn't really give a fuck. And they were like, you know what, whatever, we'll fix it at some point in time. So me and Hector was on a live stream one day, and we started promoting ChatVago, which is like a back end, like it's a custom back end, where if you're using MiniChat or you're using ChatFuel and you're building bots for your clients, you can send your clients to ChatVago. And they can see all the analytics, they can see all their subscribers, and they can send out broadcast messages, but they don't need to know that you're on MiniChat or you're on ChatFuel or Opesta or whatever your bot platform is. So they don't understand that they're paying you, $2,000 a month for a $40 a month subscription for MiniChat. And so we started talking about ChatVago and how we were going to build it out and how we were going to actually, end up crushing MiniChat and ChatFuel both. And that same day, me and Hector both got completely banned from the software. They deleted over $50,000 worth of my clients' bots. They deleted all my bots. They deleted like $50,000 worth of bots that I had actually charged my clients to build for them. Can't even log into the software whatsoever. Like if I try to go to MiniChat and log in, this is what happens if I go to MiniChat and try to log into their software.
That's crazy.
That's bullshit.
It doesn't let me log in at all. And then if I use one of my dummy accounts, see their server isn't feeling well. Their server does not feel well at all whenever I try to log in.
I'm surprised it doesn't say. I'm surprised it doesn't say, John, our server's not working for you.
So it used to say it used to say profile panic. So it used to, and I have pictures of it. It used to say whenever I would log in, it would literally say profile panic. And like literally you could distinguish the fact between the server isn't feeling well, a 500 error, and okay, they've blocked a specific person. And I ran ads to that. Like literally I ran ads. I targeted people who liked MiniChat and chatbots, and I ran ads showing and talking about what MiniChat did and showing what happened whenever I logged in, and then they went in and changed it. So now it just shows this 500 error.
You see that, Kevin? That's a high level. He didn't make no Facebook fan page. Yeah.
Well, we didn't have anything for ChatVago. We just had an ideal for ChatVago, and we did between me and Hector, we did probably around $20,000 worth of pre-sales for ChatVago, people signing up for that chatbot platform. And that same day, we both completely got banned from MiniChat. Now I have Dave Woodward on my Facebook friends list, and the other day I was doing the same thing. Probably shouldn't have done it, but I was doing the same thing. I was doing a live video, and in that live video, I started talking about how we're going to build a funnel building platform, and we're going to eat ClickFunnels cookies because their customer support sucks, and their funnel building platform it sucks, really. I mean, it's all right and it's cool, but really The reason that there's so many ClickFunnels users is not because they have the best software in the world. It's because of their marketing and the emotional connection that they've created with their users and the branding that they've done. All right, they've created this culture where it's cool to be a funnel hacker, and that affiliate side. So between the culture that they've created as, you know, everybody wants to identify themselves as a funnel hacker, and then that affiliate side of everything, that is the real reason that ClickFunnels has so many users and they have such, you know, they have this die-hard culture. It's not because their software is better than other softwares, really, to be quite honest, because it's not. It's not because they have the prettiest UI in the world. It's just strictly because of their marketing. And I was talking about all that, and then the next day I got a message saying, "Hey, John, you're not in the ClickFunnels group anymore." Luckily, they didn't ban me from their software, which is fine.
Hey, you know what? You're right. They have a great community. That's the only reason I use it. I mean, they're $300 a month, where you can get that and more for the same price for a year through a WordPress site. But that being said, they've got an amazing community that you can take advantage of and use that for networking, and the ripple effect from that I can't pass up on.
For sure.
What's the difference, you guys, between ClickFunnels and Builderall? Because I get a lot of people that say, no, I'm not on ClickFunnels, I'm on Builderall, and it's better. And it's like, I don't know.
I personally would say ClickFunnels at least works most of the time. Builderall, I hate Builderall because Builderall, they've done something really stupid. People ask me to do it all the time as well, and I just think it's the stupidest fucking idea in the world. They've put 100 different softwares under one single roof. They've literally put like 100 different softwares under one single roof, and they haven't actually focused on one single thing and making one single thing work awesome and dominate the market. They've literally just went in and, like, they added a Facebook chatbot builder inside their platform that there's no reason to actually use it, really, unless you're a cheap ass motherfucker that doesn't want to go pay for a real chatbot builder. All right, if you just don't want to spend the money to go pay ManyChat or ChatFuel to use their platform because you just don't want to spend the money, then you can use Builderall chatbot building platform if you're already a Builderall user. But I don't like Builderall myself personally, because I don't think it's a great software. I don't think it's easy to use. I think it's really hard.
It was kludgy. I tried it. It was kludgy.
I mean, they don't even have a Zapier integration. So it's like whenever, and maybe that's changed since they did a relaunch from now, but whenever I signed up as a Builderall ambassador, literally for the same reason I signed up for ClickFunnels, just for the networking opportunity, just with those people. All right. And I'm still an ambassador, and I still have 2 ambassador tokens where I could actually bring on 2 new ambassadors if I wanted to. But like whenever I first used it, I went in and I wanted to check it out and see it. And it's not intuitive to use. It's not easy to use. And at that time, maybe they have updated it by now, but at that time, there was literally no way to actually get your contacts that are coming into Builderall to get them outside of Builderall. There was no way whatsoever, unless you want to do some crazy, like just patching shit and go a roundabout ways and fucking send an email to yourself and then have a Zap listen to that email and parse out information, which was pretty stupid. So I personally don't like them. Maybe Bobby could spread some light on what the difference between them and ClickFunnels is, because he's a Builderall ambassador as well, and he just actually came back from that Builderall Everest event in Memphis.
Yeah, I think they've added a lot of stuff over the last couple of months. Even they've added a lot more integration. They're going to have the thing that they're really promoting right now is going to add a lot more easy use, is a canvas where you can just drag and drop everything together, like your email and your funnel and everything, and just connect it visually, and it automatically connects. And they do have tags on their mailing boss now, and they keep adding and changing. They've got 100 programmers working on it all the time to make it better. It's been like a beta version for the first 2 years.
But
it's coming.
If you think, though, if you've got 100 programmers, all right, if you've got 100 programmers and that those dudes are probably making over $1 million, $2 million a month in revenue. I would say is probably what they're making from their user base. If you got 100 fucking programmers and you're 2 years old with 100 programmers and your software still doesn't actually fucking work right, and you can't zero in and you can't focus in and say, okay, let's get this one piece to be fucking awesome. Then after this one piece is awesome, then let's build a bot builder. Then let's build social proof. Then let's build this, and that. To me, that's not a good indicator. To me, my perspective is, if you want to go in and just grab everybody, and that's your market, my market's everybody. I want to market to everybody, and I'm going to build a software that inside that software, somehow I can appeal to every single fucking person in the world, then you're probably not going to be successful. I also myself, I think that most of Builderall success, me personally, I think that most of their success is the same thing, is their affiliate platform. The biggest thing that people come to Builderall for is to make money as an affiliate. Bobby, why'd you go to Builderall? Was it because you wanted to build shit with Builderall, or because of a business opportunity to make money?
Well, the first day I seen it, I was basically doing the sign business, and I wanted to build a website. So I got it for building a website. Then I found out about the affiliate thing, and I started trying to learn all about affiliate marketing. I was totally green. A year ago, I didn't know nothing. And now I know what it is, but I don't know how to do it that well.
I'm right there with you, Bobby. I was there other JV Zoo launch, and I don't understand how they could get off saying that they were a 10-year-old company, but they just launched last year. I'm right under Salgado.
Yeah, I think part of that was what they started in Brazil. In the U.S., they are 3 year old now at the most, 2 or 3 years.
I've heard some whispers about how they did some people dirty. I don't know.
There's a new one coming that's been launched. I've got it'll launch in February. It's called Sitisfy. Instead of Satisfy, it's Sitisfy. SITE ISFY.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Frank Kern just.
Yeah, this one's pretty slick.
But they're all high dollar stuff. Builderall appeals to the people that want to do it for $100 or less, or 50.
Yeah, this one's pretty slick. It looks it's really WordPress lookalike. There's a lot of added features into it. Satisfy has a ton of marketing features built into it. For the price, which is a fraction of ClickFunnels, you get the Actionetics backpack piece. There's a ton of really cool stuff for it. It works so much better for designing than Builderall does.
I love the designer. The Builderall designer is good now. They went through some changes a few months ago or last year, but I mean, you can put anything you want anywhere, and it works with the phone really good. All you do is open the phone one, push a couple buttons, move a couple things around, and it works exactly the way you want it to. You don't have, how some of them will move stuff around where you don't want it. I mean, I put something and it'll stay right there. They've improved it a bunch in the last 6 months.
Yeah, but all these platforms, they have on scale a certain amount of leakage. They're all going to break at a certain point.
Hey, John. Sorry to cut you guys off by any means, but anything else that you're planning on covering as far as funnels or anything like that? Or,
that's all I have, unless you guys have any other questions. So that's all I wanted to go over.
Okay.
I think that's.
Okay. I think
I've got a flight in 4 hours. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, same here. I think I got enough information to get started.
If you guys both drop off at the same time, it's gonna be really hard to believe you guys ain't in the same bucket.
I'm telling you guys, something's up there, man. Kevin, Olsen, I don't know, man. One of you guys drop off and the other one hang out for just a little bit, okay?
I got 2 yours.
Look at Kevin keeps showing his whole room.
Yeah, I want you to know. Yeah, there's nobody in here but me.
Oh my goodness. My
Hey,
wife's
John, John, can I put a
I
suggestion?
don't, I
Like,
don't know where Paulson lives. Where do you live, Paulson?
I'm in
Uh-oh.
Texas, man.
Hey,
Texas.
I'm in Idaho. This time tomorrow, I'll be in Punta Gorda, Florida.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm getting.
All right, gentlemen.
That didn't sound right.
have a good flight.
Yeah.
I'm signing out. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
I'm actually legit gonna stay for a few more minutes. just so
you know what? Hey, when do you stay? When do you get the hell out? Because
Yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys.
I got to stick around a few minutes just to see how this is going to go.
Come on, Paulson, roll over, man. Show us Kevin, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I got my headphones on because my wife's next to me. Poor thing is like, you can do some work on bed if you want, and just want you next to me.
Hey, John, I see that you're checking in pretty often and seeing where people are behind, and I really appreciate that. Could I add a suggestion for us group here? Can we do maybe like a live, let's all sit, like whoever needs it, like for myself to sit down and like just go through it if we need it?
I'm asking help for sure. So
You know what I mean? Like maybe one of these here, like Bobby, I'm the same. I feel the same as you. I got into this space like less than 2 years ago, like a year, like I was running around in JV Zoo and ClickBank for some reason because like 10 years ago I was doing that, and so I just bought shit for like 6 months before I even dedicated time. And this last year, I've been wanting to know the people in the space and understand kind of like how things move together. And like you were saying, ClickFunnels and Builderall, they've all been developing and adding all these new products. So I would get kind of caught behind learning the fundamentals and keeping up with the developments. So like I just need to sit my ass down and plow through with some stuff, and I'd love to do it with this software and with this group. And I think that's one of my hindrances is that when I sit down on my computer, it's by myself. And these videos can kind of sometimes get me my head kind of like swimming. Like I like this interactive type of thing. And with John here as a, our master tutor, I feel very comfortable if we can carve some time to do this together. My battery's dying.
I'm good pretty much as much time as you guys need. I mean, you guys do technically pay for all of my time. So I'm good. It doesn't take much. Like my other job responsibilities don't take much because like 5 hours of my time translates to about 1,000 hours worth of dev time out there. If I spend 5 hours with those guys, they're busy for, I can go spend 5 hours with those dudes and they'll be busy for a week. So, so other than that, I don't have much else to do but build robots and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, I'm wondering when you're gonna shove it up ManyChat's ass and build your own bot completely and have it knocked out.
Wait, so I've been in a sprint to essentially redo text in bulk and get text in bulk working globally. I'm hoping that's going to be done by the middle of January. It will be optimized for speed. All the little bugs and quirks will be out of there. We had to update the entire Twilio SDK because they just did an SDK update, which was a pretty big overhaul. We're dumping like 2,000 hours worth of dev time in text in bulk right now. It should be global by mid-January. Then we're going to do a design overhaul. I'm thinking that we'll end up dumping like another 3,000 hours worth of dev time in it to add additional functionalities like automations, voicemail drops, more options in the telecommunications side, especially on the browser call side, where whenever somebody calls you in the browser, you can put them on hold, or you can three-way them into the conversation that you're currently on, or you can route them into one of your other phone numbers, or route them into an IVR, or route them into a voicemail as you're actually on the phone. A traditional dialer, so that while you're if you make a call from the dashboard, you have a dial pad in case you get a number that's like press 1 to talk to these people. You can do it from inside text in bulk. And then some other stuff, we're wanting to implement some actual real AI into the voice side of stuff, so that somebody can have a voice conversation. They can call you and have a voice conversation, and there could be like a complete AI there. There can be a complete AI there that can take over and just listen to the words that they're saying and respond back with your voice without you actually having to be there. So we're hoping to bring in that type of AI. So probably around April, I think that we'll have Text and Bulk to a good global platform where it has pretty much most of the features and functionalities that are actually needed. And then at that point, I think we'll make a decision as partners what people want to have first. If they want to have a funnel builder first, or if they want to have a chatbot platform first, and then I'll go all hands on deck building out that platform.
Nice.
Hey, John, are you already running ads with some of the money that's coming in? And how's that going if you are?
Nope, I sure am not running any advertisements whatsoever.
Do you have an idea of when that would start?
Probably no time soon. Probably not until after the relaunch of Text and Bulk.
Hopefully never. Hopefully we get enough people out there. I don't know if you guys were listening. John and I were talking just shortly before this. As soon as he said it, I responded to his post, and then he turned on, and we had about 15 minutes, so we'd start talking. And I said, I started getting it a little bit, is the idea of having 1,000 plus, you've got more than 1,000 softwares of each one, but he just limits it to 1,000 right now. If you get up to 1,000, then the idea is to give it away to people, to make money for yourself, to cover the monthly so you don't bail out as a partner, but to make a few bucks. So what? You're making some good money or whatever. But the idea of it is to give all that out, because what John's going to do is turn around and he's going to send a message once he's got, more software and other things to go, is to turn around and message everybody through that software to buy stuff. And think about it. If I've got 1,000 people from just one software, and I've got 6 sets of software, that's 6,000, and each one of us have 6,000 people out there. Now you've got, how many of us, John? 300, 400 people times 6,000. Look at all the marketing's already done that you don't have to pay for extra marketing. And correct me if I'm wrong, John.
No, you're totally correct. So the plan is so here's the plan, all right? We've kind of got these guys, and I'll show you this document that I have here, which is financial projections, all right? So we've got these guys, all right? Now, this would be better to do on a whiteboard because I'm not a great drawer, all right? But this is kind of how it works, all right? This is the market up here, all right? Here's Tier 5, us, the actual company. This is the partnership, all right? So we'll call that TP. This is the actual community, which we're gonna call TC, all right? Now, over here, we're gonna call this FSP, flagship products, all right? And we're gonna call this CAP, customer acquisition products, all right? So right now, the current products that we have right now, we got 7 products in the market right now. We're gonna call all those CAP products, customer acquisition products, all right? Now, through the Tier 5 partnership, which is these guys right here, you guys fund us, all right? So you guys give us the money that we need to actually make more software products. Those software products can either be flagship products or they can be CAP products, customer acquisition products. Either way, it doesn't really matter to us because we don't actually need any money because you guys, the partners, you guys give us all the money that we actually need to operate. So we don't actually need to get any real money from the softwares that we launch, because the money that we need comes from you guys. All right. So now we also have the Tier 5 community. The Tier 5 community essentially acts as a buffer. All right. So essentially, some ideal comes in for a product, which could be a flagship product or a customer acquisition product. That comes in, it gets vetted by the Tier 5 partnership. So the Tier 5 partnership, the Inner Circle members specifically, we vet the products and figure out, hey, is this a product that, what would this product be? Would it be a customer acquisition product, or is it going to be a flagship product? Do we want to build this? If we want to build it, then the Inner Circle partners, we kind of talk about it. We decide, hey, let's build it. We go off and build it. Once we build it, we pass it right out here to the Tier 5 community. The Tier 5 community, they go in and completely test it. They stress test it. They make sure that the UI is on point. They make sure that there's no bugs. They make sure that it's intuitive. They go in and they build out our frequently asked questions. They go in and build out all our support material, so that once we actually pick this product out, either over here as a new customer acquisition product or over here as a flagship product, whenever the market goes and actually consumes that product, it's a perfect product. Support's easy because we've already vetted all the support problems. We've already came up with the knowledge bases. We've already came up with the training materials. We've already came up with the frequently asked questions. So it's just super easy to support that product. All right. So now over time, what we'll do over time is we're going to be dishing out products over here, and we're going to be dishing out new products over here. All right. So these products over here, you guys have, as Tier 5 partners, will have unlimited accounts on all of these software products that you can do whatever you want with, sell to make money, give away for free. The ideal is that you're going to take these people from the market and you're going to pull them into our customer acquisition products. All right. Either by giving them away for free to build your own brand, by adding them to your own offers to increase the value to your own offers, or just selling them to actually make money. All right. Now you're going to build up our customer base. So now we're going to have market. We're going to have people come from the market into our customer base. All right. That's going to be this right here. Our customer base is going to be coming from all these customer acquisition products. And then whenever we launch these new flagship products over here, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to send an email out to all these guys right here, and we're going to let them know about this new flagship product. And they're going to come over here and buy this product from us. And why are they going to buy this product? Because they're already using these customer acquisition products for a low price or whatever, or even a high price. They're already using these softwares and they already like the software. They already know Tier 5. They already know our brand. They already know the types of software that we create. So that by the time we have this new software available to them, they're just going to go buy it up because they're going to assume that it's going to be an awesome software, just like the rest of our software. All right. So that's kind of the plan. And the reason the plan is that is because if you look at these financial projections and you look at these variables that our cost to acquire a customer is $100 per customer. The monthly payment that the customer is going to pay is $97 a month. The amount of ad spend that we're going to spend from the money that we're making from these customers, we're going to take 90% of the revenue that we get from our customers, and we're going to reinvest that into advertising to acquire new customers. And we're going to have a monthly churn rate of 3%, which if you compound that monthly, that's over a 50% churn rate, which anybody in the industry would slap you in the face if you told them you had that churn rate, because it is an obnoxiously high churn rate if you have a good software. All right. So these are kind of like industry standard numbers, except for this number right here. All right. So hopefully you understand all these numbers. This is the cost it cost us to acquire one new customer. This is the amount of money that that customer is going to pay us every single month. This is the amount of revenue from that customer that we're going to dump back into ad spend to acquire new customers. And this is how long a customer is going to last. Every month, we're going to lose 3% of our customer base because they're going to not like our software or find a different software or not have money to pay us. So if you hold those constant and you take a look at our financial projections, you can see that projected by July, this is 2020, this is June 2020, we are projecting that we're going to be making $11,000 a month or $11 million a month in revenue. And you can see you guys as inner circle partners, if you include the fact that you're only going to actually get 10% of the value of your revenue shares, because the other 90% we're reinvesting back into advertising to continuously grow. All right. That means your one revenue share would be $1,100 per share. So as a basic inner circle partner who hasn't brought in any other partners, who only has 30 revenue shares at Tier 5, you would make $34,000 a month. If we cut off all ad spend and we said, hey, look, we're not going to take 90% of our revenue and reinvest it into advertising. We're going to take 100% of our revenue and distribute those out to partners. You guys would make $342,000 every single month. All right. If all this holds constant. Now, if you look, if I go in and double this number and go in and say, hey, look, I'm going to double my number, and I leave this the same. So I just doubled my cost to acquire a customer. Instead of making $34,000 a month, you're only going to make $400 a month. So do you see the big difference there? Do you see how the cost to acquire a customer variable as an exponential function? All right, let's do that again. Let's change that back to $100. Let's look at this. You're making $34,000. All right, so let's double this guy and say now it costs us $200 to acquire a customer. Now you're making $400 instead of $34,000 because our cost to acquire a customer doubles. Well, let's double this and just call this 200 as well. All right, you see that you're back to where you need to be if they pay us twice the amount of money. All right, probably not going to happen, so we're just going to leave that there. All right. So you can see what happens is you went from $34,000 a month to $400 a month because our cost to acquire a customer doubled. Let's half our cost to acquire a customer. Let's half it. And now you can see instead of making $34,000 a month, you're making $163,000 a month. So you went from $34,000 a month to $163,000 a month because we halved our cost to acquire a customer. We took it from $100 down to $50. All right. So you can see that this cost to acquire a customer is an exponential function. It has an exponential effect on the amount of revenue that we make, especially whenever we're taking our revenue and dumping it back into ad spend. So how can we reduce this cost to acquire a customer? If we can get it, so our bottleneck, so you may or may not know that before I became a software engineer, and one of the things that actually led me to become a software engineer is I worked as a journeyman machinist. So essentially it was my job. I worked in a factory, and it was my job to, we made crankshafts, and we made essentially Briggs and Stratton engines. So the engines that go in your lawnmowers and weed eaters and, you know, two-stroke, four-stroke engines, we would actually manufacture those engines. And it was my job to essentially, so it was my job to fix machines and to manage the lines of people, the assembly workers. So I would go in and I worked as a journeyman machinist and I worked as a lean process auditor. All right. So what I would do is I would identify places in the system that were causing waste. So I would go in and do things like, okay, look, we need to take this machine and we need to rotate it by 45 degrees because I can watch and I can observe my factory worker and I can see that whenever he is actually working, he's having to make a 70-degree pivot to go from this machine to that machine. And if we rotate the machine by 45 degrees, he is going to now only have to make a 30-degree pivot to move apart from machine A to machine B. That's going to save 2 seconds per part. He's going to run 2,000 parts per night. So that's going to essentially save 2,000 seconds. And how many additional parts is that going to translate to? How much additional revenue is that going to translate to? So that was kind of my job, to go in and actually identify places where there were waste and come up with solutions how we could actually match the whole lean philosophy. The lean philosophy is to essentially match throughput and capacity. So you match your throughput, which is the amount of going out your door, to your total capacity. And how do you maximize profits? Well, you maximize profits by minimizing waste. So you identify all the waste in your system, you minimize that waste, And if you minimize that waste, what happens is your throughput gets approximate capacity, which your capacity is the most you can produce. And when throughput equals capacity, you have just maximized profits for your current system. If you want to get even more profits, you have to increase your system, add more machines, add more workers, and you don't want to do that. So the first thing that you want to do, this is a Japanese philosophy. It is why Toyota came and beat the shit out of almost every U.S. manufacturer in the early days. That's why the Japanese manufacturers came over to the U.S. and they set up shop, and they actually kicked the shit out of all U.S. firms until the American firms started to actually adapt this lean philosophy, because that's the whole ideal, is to eliminate waste. Whenever you understand this concept, you begin to understand your bottleneck, and you can begin to actually understand that, hey, look, I've got a machine over here. It produces 100 parts per hour. I've got this machine over here. It can only produce 50 parts per hour. And I've got this machine over here, and it can also produce 100 parts per hour. What does that tell me? This machine right here in the middle, this is my bottleneck. The capacity of my machine is going to only be 50 parts per hour, because this machine runs 50 parts per hour. So in a lean philosophy, what I need to do is I need to create a second machine. That way, these two machines together, they can produce 100 parts per hour, and now the output of my line can be 100 parts per hour. I just identified a bottleneck. The bottleneck in our profit function is this guy right here. It's our cost to acquire a customer. That is a bottleneck. This is what needs to be maximized. If we maximize this number right here, our profits end up getting maximized. So how can we maximize our cost to acquire a customer? Well, that's pretty easy. We can tell all the Tier 5 partners that you guys have unlimited accounts on all Tier 5 software. You can do whatever you want with them. You can give them away for free for everybody in the fucking world. You guys go out and you flood the market with our software accounts on those softwares that are our customer acquisition softwares. So you guys get those softwares into the hands as many people as possible. And guess what? We've just acquired a customer for absolutely nothing. So the more customers that we have that cost us nothing. So let's say, how do I take this from $100 down to $50? All right. Well, that's pretty easy. If I'm going to have 1,000 customers and they're going to cost me $100 to acquire those customers, you guys as partners, you need to go acquire 1,000 customers and either sell them software or give it away for free, whatever you do. Now, if you guys acquire 1,000 customers, that cost us zero money to acquire those customers. We got another 1,000 customers that it's costing us $100 to acquire those customers. Our cost to acquire a customer is now $50. If we want to get that even lower, then you guys need to acquire more customers. You guys need to give out more Tier 5 software, give out more Tier 5 software. The more Tier 5 software you partners give out and put out into the market, the lower our cost to acquire customer becomes, just from the law of averages and basic mathematics. And now we're attacking our bottleneck. Like I said, this is our bottleneck. The more we attack this bottleneck, the greater profits we make in the long run. The more softwares you guys put out in the hands of people and those customer acquisition softwares, the more of a market that we have to send an email blast to that will buy our new software. So yes, that is specifically the market plan right there.
So here's the thing that I figured out was he needs community people to test it. They're the working horse in a way. And if I get 5 people to pay $97 a month with my commissions, it's $339 a month. It covers my monthly, and I make an extra $30. Okay. So that covers your monthly. Everything else, if you sell it or whatever, but start giving it away, because right now with 7 softwares, you've got 2.1 million customers. That covers just the United States alone is nothing, because in the United States, what is there? 500 million people in the United States. So we want this software to go globally, and we don't want to have to spend money to market where that $100 acquisition per customer, we want that to go down. Yeah, we're going to have to do, or he's going to have to do marketing of somewhat, but that's going to cut into what your shares are, especially if they're not paying $97 and it's costing more than $97 to acquire them, it's a loss.
But that
And
marketing,
it's a break even. It's $400 a month. Who wants to get $400 a month after 2 years or a year and a half?
Yeah, but that's, I mean, to your point, Joe, I just want to make it even a little bit more contextualized. That's at the prospectus of having $30,000 revenue share. There's no loss, man. We're good.
No, I'm not saying there's a loss. I'm just saying if you get, the biggest thing is he needs what, John, 4,000 community members to beta test this. And every time that John comes out with another software, it's another 1,000. And then like John said earlier, you know what, he's not limiting us to 1,000. If we hit 1,000, he's going to just open it up and go, here's another 1,000 for you. And that's what I'm starting to figure out. There's no loss here. This is all gain. Total gain.
I mean, John, is that right? I mean, did I hear you correctly? Numbers that Joe's stating, we're going to be getting as revenue share partners approximately $30K a month.
if according to the financial projections, if we hit those numbers, yes. There is no limit to how much money that you can make from a revenue share. That depends on the total revenue that we make as a partnership.
So in other words, Joe, shooting for the moon and hitting, Florida, I'm happy.
Yes.
And we got software. And we got software. I got in not only because I identify with John's message and I felt he had credibility. It was enabling these tools to the business person. And like we said, if we're going to be going tier 1 American market, it's great that we own the market share in the internet. We start getting our domains out there, our landscape, right? That's why I like it. That's me.
So this is a wild projection. All right, this is a really wild projection. But you see that number right there? That's 10 billion. All right. Yep. This is how much money is made by Salesforce every year. Salesforce makes $10 billion a year in revenue. Salesforce. All right. That's one software, Salesforce. They make $10 billion a year in revenue. All right. So let's assume from that $10 billion that, let's say, only 10% of that is their profit. That's still $1 billion. All right. Let's divide that by 10,000 units and then multiply that by 30. That means that you're making $3 million a year as a tier 5 partner if we build a software that has the success as Salesforce.
See, and Nico, this is not something like John and I talked about. I've started watching, and I know you guys are all there too, but sometimes the Friday afternoon, meetings and stuff like that, it's kind of funny because people ask certain questions and stuff, and people are kind of afraid to ask, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. So that's why I turn around and I go, okay, John, call me stupid or whatever. I'm supposed to give this software away, right? And he's like, yeah. He said, make some money and give it away. And then I started asking more and more and more, but his projections showed it right there. These are projections based on the plan and what's going on. Eventually, I kind of get it. That's why, like, you guys are up here. I don't know where all you guys are at, but we're all up. It's midnight for me or after midnight, and I want to get as much as I can out of this to go, okay, John, am I stupid or am I? No, Joe, you're right. Exactly. So I'm just trying to help John spread that word out. That's all. I hope that's okay, John.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Think about it. You give away text in bulk, right? You give that software away today. All right. You can sell it for sure. I have no issue selling it, but you can also give it away. You give it away today. What happens? Somebody goes in, they actually use it. They put the best thing that they could do is they put their contacts in that software. They start actually using it, and they get the data inside that software. They start realizing how that software helps them. At any time, you can go in and now say, hey, I gave you that software 3 months ago. How are you liking it? Great. Now pay me $200 a month, or now pay me this much a month for it. And there you're going to instantly get a sale because they're going to think, do I want to go try to find some other software that does all this stuff and then replace 3 months of my time building out everything that I've done? Do I want to lose all the data that I have in this software? I've got 3 months worth of data. I've got 3 months worth of leads. I've already made all these sales from here. I've already set everything up. Do I want to go spend another 3 months on some new software that I don't know if it's going to actually work or not and reinvest all that time? Or do I just want to spend the 200 bucks? I'm probably just going to spend the 200 bucks because I value my time a lot. So, and even if you never get a sale from it, the reason, now I don't have a huge army of followings, but the reason that, literally the reason that I was able to go in and get all the partners and everything is because I gave so much shit away for free. That's how I grew all my Facebook following, is just by giving all this shit away for free. I would give everything away for free, and then eventually, after giving so much stuff away for free and people getting value from it, and I said, hey, I've got a thing that you can buy, people were like, well, shit. And a lot of you guys said already right here on this Zoom call, you didn't even check the offer. You didn't even go check and see, hey, what is this thing? What are the details? You just went and gave money. Why? Because you had already got all this stuff. You had already been like, okay, all this shit's valuable. If I'm getting all this stuff for free, that's valuable. If he's going to charge me something probably valuable, I'm just going to buy, and then I'll check later. I'll figure out what it is later after I buy the stuff. And it worked really well. So there is no point in giving stuff away for free.
See, and that's, I'm going to change my Facebook cover for when they go into my group, because they say, hey, to join the group, you always got to give somebody something for free. Guess what I'm going to give? Software.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Link Wizard is appealing enough for me. I've been thinking about which one.
What do you mean it's not appealing enough for you?
Yeah. Link Wizard is cool, man, but it's not sexy enough. You know, the ClickFunnels says give like what John was saying, give all of it.
They're all getting sexy. So I've got a UI guy out there right now who's turning every software that we have into every software that, I don't know how much of the designs that you saw, but every software that we have is getting a facelift where as soon as somebody logs in, they are going to think, wow, this is expensive software just by looking at it. So I can go in and show you some of the designs that we have already. Let's look and see. All right, look, for example, here's domain leads. All right, so look at current domain leads. Look at, and this is the big difference that you'll see. It's taken us a while to get here, because whenever we worked for clients, whenever I did client work, we literally would not do design whatsoever. It's not a service that we offered. So we wouldn't do design for our clients whatsoever. Our clients would come to us with design and a marketing plan, and we would just build out the software for them. So we never had in-house designers. Now that we're not servicing clients anymore and we're focusing on our own products, I brought in a UI UX designer. So here's domain leads right now. You go in and, you know, pick your thing, filter by United States, and then hit submit. And so you go from this search screen to this screen right here where you kind of see all this information right here. All right. So here's our new design. And you'll be able to tell the 100% difference on, you know, hey, this kind of looks generic and doesn't look high end versus the same software, same function. We just increased the price. Here is the dashboard. So here's the dashboard. And so this screen right here is the same search screen that you're seeing right here. So this search screen goes from this search screen to being this search screen right here, which looks much better. So there's your actual search screen. Here is your filter option, which is this thing right here at the bottom. So you can actually, once you get results, you can go in and just apply your filter, whether you want mobile or landlines. If you want to sort by domain count. And then here's the screen of leads. All right. So this is this screen down here that you see down here. There's that screen right there where you can actually see all your different leads. And then I think maybe he has an unlock thing here. This is the encapsulated data. So this is where you see all the data encapsulated, and you actually have to unlock the data. And I'm not sure if he has, I think that's all he's done so far. I just had him start working on it yesterday. So that's
hey, John, what's the timeline on that? What's the timeline on that facelift?
Probably most of the softwares that I would say by March, almost every one of our softwares will have a facelift. So domain leads is what we're going to do first. So I already have Magic Zap mostly done, and that will probably be done by the end of the month. Magic Zap will get a facelift. I'll show you that right now. Here's Magic Zap. Hopefully Magic Zap will be done by the end of the month. Where is it? You are. All right, so here's Magic Zap. Here is the current home screen. And let's see. Not sure if this is the right one or not.
Yes. Yes, Lance, I am.
Sorry.
I was planning on getting off. John, Lance asked if my arm was getting tired because I'm literally sideways with my laptop in bed with my wife. And he's like, "Is my arm getting tired?" Hell yeah, it's getting tired, but I don't want to miss out on information. John's so freaking smart that every other sentence is like, "Shit, I haven't heard that one. Shit, I haven't heard this one."
So here's
Good shit, man.
All right, so we're going from this look to this look here. All right.
Okay, cool.
So you can see
Nice.
a huge improvement in the design from this to this. All right. This looks low end. This looks like you should be paying money for this software.
Yeah, that's where. So around March, we could double up our prices if we want to. But give it all away.
Literally, I'm about to start running promotions. I'm about to start running promotions for each of our software. And by promotions, I don't mean paid advertising. I'm just going to do it on my own Facebook profile. And I'm literally just going to go in and show the new design and side by side with the current design and talk about some of the new features that are going up. And then I'm going to tell people, look, here's the price right now. Here's what it looks like right now. Here's the features right now. Here's the new design. And here's the features that are coming up in the next 3 months. If you guys want to go ahead and sign up now for price X, you can. If not, then once I release this new design, the price is doubling and you guys can pay full price. That's completely up to you. So I'm going to go in and actually run promotions just based on us updating the designs and releasing some new features. So that guy, let's see, the rest of these are just essentially, the rest of these guys are just auxiliary pages as well, but he's getting,
Hey, quick question, John. Every single one of the softwares has its own training and things like that in the softwares, right?
For the most part, yes. If they don't, we'll be adding those in there. So Magic Zap has all its own training inside there. For the most part, yes. If not, I'm going to be adding those in there as time go by. What I plan on doing is what I plan on doing is doing them live with you guys in the inner circle, and then as I do them with you guys, I'll just break them up into little sub trainings, and then afterwards I'll throw them all inside the software. That's literally exactly how I built all these softwares. All these training videos I did in like 2 hours with the inner circle. We did them all live, and I just recorded all the individual training videos as we were live, and then uploaded them into the platform.
Got it. Yep. So I should have kept my shirt on, huh?
Where's all those trainings now, John?
They're inside the softwares. So this is just right inside the training tab here.
Yeah. I went through RoboContact earlier, day before yesterday, and it was
I think
good.
what Theo is making is redoing the training. So we do have product owners for some of the different softwares, and then the product owners, they're in charge of actually doing all that. Here's a new design for sticky reviews. So these are the actual sticky reviews that you're going to be able to choose from. We're going to give you five different little sticky reviews that can pop up that you can customize and change the color schemes and stuff on. And you'll have 5 different options to actually choose from. And then I think this is probably about as far as he's got with sticky reviews because I had him.
And sticky reviews is it sort of like proof or a better version of proof?
I wouldn't call it a better version of proof yet. It will be a better version of proof. It is very distinct from proof, where what proof does is just show conversions, and sticky reviews shows actual reviews it shows real reviews from real people. So proof doesn't show any reviews. It just shows a conversion. It just says, this person signed up for webinar. This person purchased thing. Sticky reviews actually shows a review, like actual words, what people actually think about your products, what they're saying about your products and services.
Yeah, and you can't white label proof, and you can't even add, like, instead of purchase or webinar, you can't even add took a shit or chewed some gum. That's bullshit.
Yes, and we will be, and it will probably not be until June, but we will be adding in the architecture and infrastructure for the most part for you guys as partners to be able to actually white label everything behind your own brand on customer acquisition products. So if it's a customer acquisition product, you'll be able to actually white label it behind your own domain with your own look and feel, and they'll just be the only Tier 5 branding will be right at the bottom, a very small brand at the bottom that will say powered by Tier 5. Other than that, it will all be white labeled to your own brand, because a lot of people ask for that. Like, we could get users that will come in, and really, if you think about it, it's a great model. You could get users that will come in and they want to white label sticky reviews, and they'll pay $1,500 a month to white label sticky reviews under their own domain and their own branding. And at the end of the day, guess what that white label user is going to do at the end of the day? They're still just fucking acquiring customers for us. So at the end of the day, even if we white label it for them and we let them white label under their own brand, we still own all the data. All the data is still coming to our servers, and they are still just acquiring customers for free for us for our new softwares that are flagship products instead of customer acquisition products. But here's a new view of sticky reviews. And yes, all these softwares that we're talking about, these are all part of Tier 5 softwares. That is correct. So I will very rarely ever talk about a software that doesn't belong to Tier 5 unless I just use it for something. So here's the inside of sticky reviews right now. And this is the new design for what inside of sticky reviews is going to actually look like. So you can see there's a big difference between this guy and this guy right here.
How about Link Wizard?
Don't have any designs whatsoever for Link Wizard yet. So I don't have any new designs for Link Wizard because he just hasn't had any time yet to do Link Wizard.
Can I give you my design opinions?
For sure.
What were the first two that we did? Magic Zap and the other one?
Magic Zap and domain leads. We're doing domain leads first because we're launching that on JVZoo, so I want to get that looking all good for the JVZoo launch.
You ever seen those email opt-in forms that are really basic, but they have those like angular texture? Can you add some texture, man, on that front page on Magic Zap where the name is on the left-hand side? If you can make it a colored background and make that pop on the top, that would be it for me.
Over here, you mean?
Let me see.
Are you talking about in the new design?
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir.
No problem.
I'm no sir, bro. I'm no sir. So you're talking about
Bobby, you still awake?
Yep.
Okay, just wondered.
Good Lord, it's like, yeah, I'm not, it's almost 2:30 in the morning for me here in Texas. I gotta
Yeah,
get
it's
up.
12. It's 12:30 for me. I got to get up at 5. So, but this is worth it for me to watch and listen to all this, and I can sit here and kick back and ask questions as they come up because you know it never fails. You get off and go, shit, I should ask that question.
When your mind relaxes, you know, it'll get inspired.
What I find funny is that there's still 12 other people that opted not to show camera that are still watching this whole time.
The ninjas in the background.
I was like, oh man, I can't. I gotta have some kind of interaction. Maybe I'm too much of a social being.
You should have worn your shirt, huh?
I know. I'm gonna be on
That's a
freaking
social butterfly, Paulson.
Where are you talking about, Nico?
There, Magic Zap on the left there, where it actually has the logo. Make that top color a branded color. Why isn't that orange? Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Well, these are just the first version of the design. Most likely, I'm going to have him. Most likely, so what my plan kind of is, all right, is this design right here. I don't want to call it a final design, but if you look at this guy versus this guy, all right, it's a huge difference between this and this. A huge difference, all right? So my first thing is just going to be go in the first design that he creates that looks great, apply that to the softwares to make them look 100, 200% better. And then I'm going to have him go in and iterate on now once they look at least professional, let's create 4 or 5 new versions of a design. And then probably what we'll do is just allow users to pick whatever design that they actually like. So every software will have like 3 or 4 different possible designs. And then you can just go into your settings and you just pick whatever design that you want the software to look like. And you can just apply that design and that's how it will look for you. Because most softwares, that is a unique feature that doesn't exist in most softwares. Most softwares don't really let you decide how you want to see the software. They just say, hey, this is how it looks, deal with it. So right now the main focus is to essentially get it to not look so
skeleton.
Yeah.
Windows 3.1.
Well, I kind of like the background being different colors and different things, but it make the colors in the type make it hard to read. You know, like that light blue and orange. The orange is okay, but the light blue is hard to read for all those old people out there.
And I think that's done on purpose, Bobby.
Really?
Just straightforward. An old person is not really our target market because they're just going to eat up support. How do you do?
Well, I'm not saying that, but I mean, you know, somebody that doesn't have really good eyesight, that just blurs together.
Agree, but like I said, I think it's almost done on purpose because those people are not going to be good users of the software. I mean, somebody who can't read this or somebody who doesn't have very good eyesight, most likely they're not going to be a very good user of the software. But again, like I said, this is just kind of the preliminary design, and all of this can actually be tweaked. It is 100% better than this. It is much better than that. So, and that's, like I said, by no means is it a final design.
That looks great.
It'd be nice if we could have either one.
Yeah, and now that I heard you say that, John, it's not the first time you had said that the users were going to be able to customize font and so on.
I don't think we want to keep this one at all. I don't think we want a user to be able to pick from this one because this one is just way too generic. But for sure,
but usable and readable.
Yeah, it's clear. It's nice. It's not cluttered.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't take much to go in and actually change this blue highlight to a darker black or put a shadow. Like if we put a black shadow around this around these words, they'll instantly pop up. Like I literally go give this to a designer and say, hey, people feel that these words aren't super readable, and they're blurry, and he could go in and actually make them a lot crisper and make them readable pretty relatively quickly.
Hey, Lance, you sleeping?
No, I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I'm in a golf class tournament.
Oh my god. Man, I gotta get a campaign up for tomorrow for one of my dentists. I do a lot of dental campaigns. But thanks for everything, John. I'll watch the rest of the replay depending on how long you guys keep going.
Yeah, have a good one.
Take care, guys. See you guys.
I'm still catching up on sleep too, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, me too, guys. John, thanks a lot for everything. We'll be talking to you again soon.
Yeah.
And wake up, Lance. Lance is asleep over there too.
Not even close.
Hey, how's your studio coming?
It's okay. It's a mess.
Starting to come around. At least you don't have to. You can talk when the kids aren't sleeping.
Well, my son's right above me, so I got to be a little bit quiet.
There you go. All right, you guys. Hey, take care. We'll talk to you guys. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye, Joe. You two guys will catch you on the next one, all right?
Thanks, John.
See you guys.
Hey, man.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later. Have a good one.
See you, man.